Imagine if one of the Stone Age's greatest hunting inventions was created by a woman. For centuries, we've pictured only men as the inventors and hunters of prehistory. But new evidence suggests women were just as likely to be innovators, shaping the survival of their communities. The truth is, the archaeological record rarely reveals the gender of ancient toolmakers. By assuming only men were hunters, we've missed half the story. Women were thinkers, creators, and problem solvers, vital to their clan's survival. This script explores the story of one such woman, Ayla. Her tale is based on real archaeological evidence and a new understanding of Stone Age societies. We'll journey back in time to see the world through her eyes. We'll witness the challenges her people faced and the spark of her creativity, and we'll discover how her revolutionary invention changed her community forever. Let's begin Ayla's story. Life in the Stone Age was harsh and dangerous. Every day was a struggle against the elements, wild animals, and the constant threat of hunger. The world was unforgiving, and survival was never guaranteed. For Ayla's clan, hunting meant survival. Meat for food, hides for shelter, bones for tools. But hunting was risky. Each hunt was a gamble, and the stakes were always high. The clan depended on the hunter's courage and skill, knowing that failure could mean disaster for everyone. The main weapon, a heavy spear, forced hunters dangerously close to massive animals. There was no room for error. One wrong move could be fatal. The hunters faced creatures far larger and stronger than themselves, relying on teamwork and bravery. Injuries and deaths were common, each loss a blow to the small community. Every fallen hunter left a gap that was hard to fill, and the pain of loss lingered long after the hunt was over. The clan lived in constant anxiety, waiting for hunters to return. The hours stretched endlessly, filled with worry and silent prayers for their loved ones' safety. A successful hunt brought relief. Failure meant hunger and fear. The difference between feast and famine was often just a single hunt. Ayla saw the scars, mourned lost friends, and understood the toll of this dangerous life. She carried the memories of those lost, and the weight of responsibility for those who remained. She knew her people needed a safer, more effective way to hunt. The old ways were no longer enough. The old methods were costing too much. Every failed hunt drained their strength and hope, and the risks grew with each passing season. The survival of her clan depended on a new solution. Without change, their future looked bleak. Ayla began to imagine a different future, one where the hunt didn't have to be so deadly. She dreamed of a time when her people could thrive, not just survive. She was determined to find a better way. The question was, how? What could she do to change the fate of her people? Could she change the odds for her people? Could one person's idea make a difference in a world so full of danger? The answer would come from her own ingenuity. Ayla's determination sparked a new hope among the clan. The stage was set for a breakthrough. The clan waited, holding their breath, as Ayla prepared to act. Ayla was ready to act, determined to lead her people toward a safer, brighter future. Ayla wasn't a main hunter, but she was a keen observer and a problem solver. She watched the world closely, how birds flew, how branches bent, how children played. Her partner, Kale, was a skilled but reckless hunter. When he returned injured, Ayla's worry turned to determination. She realized the danger came from being too close to prey. The solution: distance. How could a hunter strike from farther away? Ayla remembered children flinging pebbles with bent sticks. An idea sparked. What if a tool could launch a spear farther using leverage? She envisioned a device that would extend the hunter's arm, multiplying their power. This tool could keep hunters safe and change the hunt forever. That night, her idea took shape. The spark of invention was lit. Ayla was ready to turn her vision into reality. The future of her clan depended on it. Ayla's workshop was a quiet spot behind camp, a place where the sounds of daily life faded into the background. Here, she began crafting her invention, surrounded by the raw materials of her world: stone, bone, and sinew. Her first attempts were clumsy, her hands awkward with unfamiliar tools, but she learned quickly, adapting with each mistake. She experimented with wood, antler, and sinew, seeking the right balance of strength and flexibility, testing each material's limits. Trial and error guided her process as broken pieces and failed attempts piled up at her feet. She discovered that a longer shaft gave more power, allowing her to throw farther and with greater force. A carefully carved groove along the shaft stabilized the spear, keeping it true in flight. A tough piece of deer antler became the hook, bound tightly with sinew. She modified the spears, refining her design with each attempt. She carved a dimple to fit the hook, ensuring a secure connection that wouldn't slip. Each part was designed to work together, every detail considered. After many failures and adjustments, she finally held a prototype that felt right. Light, strong, and comfortable in her grip. The invention was complete, but her journey was not over. Now, it was time to test it, to see if her hard work would pay off. Would it work as she hoped, or would she have to start again? Ayla's determination had brought her this far, and she refused to give up. The next step would prove everything she had worked for. Her clan's future hung in the balance, their hopes resting on her success. The moment of truth had arrived, and all eyes were on her. Ayla prepared to launch her new tool, heart pounding with anticipation. The hunt would never be the same, and neither would Ayla. Ayla had invented what we now call the atlatl, a spear thrower. By extending the arm, it multiplied the force and distance of a thrown spear. The atlatl turned a short-range weapon into a long-range projectile. A spear thrown with it could travel over 100 meters and pierce thick hides. Ayla refined her design, adding finger grooves and a leather loop for grip. Every detail was carefully considered. The atlatl was more than wood and bone. It was a leap in engineering. This tool gave hunters a real advantage over dangerous prey. Ayla's invention was a game-changer. It was a product of pure ingenuity. The clan's most pressing problem finally had a solution. The power of innovation was in her hands. The revolution was about to begin. Ayla knew the hunters might reject her invention, so she practiced in secret, hidden away from the eyes of the clan. She understood that change was often met with suspicion, and she didn't want to risk ridicule or anger before she was ready. At first, her throws were awkward, the spear wobbling in the air and falling short of its mark. But Ayla was determined, and she persisted despite her early failures. Day after day she refined her technique, learning the rhythm of the atlatl, feeling the subtle balance between strength and precision. Each attempt brought her closer to mastery. Soon she could hit targets far beyond the reach of any hand-thrown spear, her throws flying with a speed and distance that seemed almost magical. The power and accuracy were astonishing, far surpassing anything she or her people had ever seen before. Her invention could pierce even the toughest hides, making it possible to hunt larger and more dangerous animals with greater safety. One evening, Kyle discovered her secret practice, quietly watching from the shadows as she trained. He watched in awe as she launched spear after spear with incredible force, each one flying true to its target. Instead of being offended, he was amazed by her skill and ingenuity, realizing the significance of what she had achieved. He saw the potential to make hunting safer and more successful, imagining how this tool could change the fate of their people. Kale urged Ayla to share her invention with the clan, assuring her that her courage would inspire others. The silent revolution was ready to be revealed, and the clan gathered in anticipation, sensing that something important was about to happen. Ayla's vision had become reality, her invention now a symbol of hope and progress. The time had come to change everything, to embrace a new way of life that would shape their future. The clan's future would never be the same, as they stood on the edge of a new era. Ayla's courage and persistence had paid off, proving that even one person's determination could spark a revolution. The atlatl was about to transform their world, opening doors to possibilities they had never imagined before. Kyle convinced Ayla to demonstrate the atlatl to the hunters. Skeptical at first, they watched as she launched a spear far across the valley, striking a tree with force. Kyle tried it, then the others. All were amazed. Ayla became their teacher, showing them how to craft and use the new tool. On the next hunt, the strategy changed. Hunters attacked from a safe distance, working as a team. Spears flew in volleys, striking targets with precision. The results were immediate. More game, fewer injuries. The clan's anxiety faded, replaced by confidence and security. With more food and less risk, life improved for everyone. The clan had time for art, care, and growth. Ayla's invention brought prosperity and hope. The old fears gave way to a new era. The atlatl had changed everything. Ayla's ingenuity secured her people's future. A new dawn had arrived. Ayla's role transformed. She became a respected leader and teacher. Both men and women sought her advice, recognizing her wisdom and creativity. She taught the clan to make and use atlatls, ensuring the knowledge would endure. Ayla inspired others to innovate, new tools, new ideas, new ways of thinking. Her leadership was rooted in intelligence and community, not strength. She challenged traditional roles, showing everyone could contribute. Young girls found a new role model in Ayla. Her legacy was more than a tool, it was a culture of innovation and empowerment. Ayla's story became legend, told for generations. She was remembered as Ayla the Wise, the leader who changed everything. Her courage and vision shaped the future of her people. Ayla's story, though imagined, reflects real history. The atlatl was a true Stone Age invention, a testament to human creativity. Ancient tools reveal the intelligence and resilience of our ancestors. But the archaeological record is incomplete. Many innovators remain unknown. Stories like Ayla's remind us to look beyond old assumptions. Women were active, crucial members of ancient societies. The drive to innovate is a legacy we all share. We're connected to our ancestors by this spirit of creativity. The secrets of the Stone Age are still being uncovered. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding our own origins.